In this video, I will show you how to use the Livescribe Echo Smartpen. This is the Livescribe Echo Smartpen, 8GB Pro Edition. In the box, there is the Livescribe Starter Notebook, as well as the Livescribe Echo Smartpen. I will go over the Smartpen's features in a minute. Also in the box, there is a USB cable that you will use to download your notes onto your computer, as well as use to charge your Smartpen. In the box, there is also a pair of headphones and an extra cap for the Smartpen. To turn on the Smartpen, press the power button at the top of the pen. The Smartpen will then start and display both the time and the amount of battery remaining. To use the Smartpen, you need to have a Livescribe notebook or loose leaf pages of Livescribe paper. I am using a Livescribe starter notebook that came with the Smartpen. Please note that you can purchase additional Livescribe notebooks and paper at store.livescribe.com. You can also print loose leaf pages of Livescribe paper using Echo Desktop. I will go over Echo Desktop later in this video. In the front of the Livescribe notebook, there will be different settings to choose from to get you started. To adjust the settings, take the cap of the pen off. Then, go to the display section and choose whether you are left-handed or right-handed, so that the display will adjust accordingly. I am left-handed, so I will tap the icon for left-handed. The pen display then adjusts accordingly. To set the date on your Smartpen, tap on the button Set Date in the Settings section.
Set date.
Use the format month, day, year. For example, today is August 4th, 2016, so I tap 080416. The date on your Smartpen is now set. To set the time on your Smartpen, tap on the button Set Time in the Settings section.
Set time.
Use the format hour, minute, AM or PM. For example, right now it is 12:10 PM, so I will tap 1210 PM. The time is now set on the Smartpen. Your notes will be date and time stamped, so it is important to have these settings adjusted before you begin with your note-taking. You can also use the volume section to adjust the audio volume on the Smartpen. To increase the audio volume, in the volume section, tap the up arrow. To decrease the audio volume, tap the down arrow. To mute the audio volume, tap the mute icon. To unmute the audio volume, tap the mute icon again. You can also check the status of the different settings, such as battery, date, time, and more, by tapping on the corresponding icons in the status section. For example, if I want to check the remaining battery left on the Smartpen, I tap on the battery icon, and the Smartpen screen will display the amount of battery. Now, I will discuss how to write and record audio with your Smartpen. Again, you need to have Livescribe paper so that your written notes and audio sync together and play back correctly. To start recording audio and taking notes simultaneously, go to the bottom of the page on the Livescribe paper and tap the record icon. The Smartpen will then start to record the audio and tie the audio together with your notes. For example, I will start to write in my notebook while speaking. I will show you a basic example of writing a to-do list while expanding on the points through speaking. So, I tap record on the bottom of the Livescribe paper to get started. To do. So first on my to-do list is to write my English 105 paper. So this paper is about 10 pages in length, and it is a research paper, so I need to remember to use MLA format when I'm citing sources, and this is due in 2 weeks. Second on my to-do list is to read Sociology, Chapter 4. This chapter is about the classical sociologists, such as Marx and Durkheim. This chapter needs to be read by tomorrow, so I will make this my priority. Third on my to-do list is to work on my biology PowerPoint. This PowerPoint is done with my group, and it needs to be about 20 slides total, and I'm responsible for 5 out of those 20. And this presentation is due a week from today. And last on my to-do list is to read Psychology, Chapter 3. This chapter is about social psychology. I need to read it by Friday so that I can start the paper that accompanies the chapter. So now that I'm done with my to-do list, I tap the stop button at the bottom of the Livescribe paper. This recording is now stored on the Smartpen. Now I can tap in my notes and the corresponding audio will play back. I just tap where I want to in my notes, and the corresponding audio will be tied to it. You can also use the pause icon at the bottom of the paper to pause the audio. I will show you. So I tap in my notes.
First on my to-do list is to write my English 105 paper, Chapter 4. The next is to work on my biology PowerPoint. This PowerPoint is done with my group, and it needs to be about 20 slides, Chapter 3. This chapter is about social psychology. I need to read it.
You can also jump to specific places in your notes by using the Jump to Position option, and tapping a location between 0% and 100% to play back the audio.
Use MLA format when I'm citing sources, and this is due in 2 weeks. Psychology, Chapter 3.
You can also adjust the playback speed and volume of your notes. To adjust the playback speed, go to the bottom of the Livescribe notebook. On playback speed, tap the minus sign to slow the playback speed down, or tap the plus sign to speed up the playback. To adjust the volume, go to the bottom of the Livescribe notebook. To increase the volume, tap the up arrow, and to decrease the volume, tap the down arrow. If you want to add new notes at a later time, tap in the notebook to hear the audio and jot down the notes you want to add. When you tap on the added notes later, it will play back the previous audio. This ties or links your new notes to the previous audio. To order ink refills for your Smartpen, visit the Livescribe store at store.livescribe.com. Now that you have taken notes in your Livescribe notebook, you can download them to your computer using the software called Echo Desktop. You can find it on Google or another search engine by using the search terms "Install Echo Desktop." You will then be taken to the Livescribe webpage called Download Echo Desktop. You can then choose the operating system you have to be able to download the software. Since I am using a Windows computer, I will click Windows 7 and 8 or later to download Echo Desktop. If you are downloading Echo Desktop for Windows 7 and 8 or later, a window called Save As will come up. On the left-hand sidebar, click on Desktop, and click on Save to save Echo Desktop to the desktop of your computer. Then, continue to follow the instructions on the screen for downloading Echo Desktop. Once you have finished downloading Echo Desktop, the icon will appear on the desktop of your computer. Double-click on the Echo Desktop icon to launch it. Once you are in the Echo Desktop program, plug in your Smartpen to the computer using the USB cable. If this is your first time using your Smartpen on the computer, you will be asked to name your Smartpen. I have already named my Smartpen, but you can come up with a new name and then click OK. You will then be asked to register your Smartpen. If you would like to do this, click Register. If not, click Remind Me Later. Then, your notes will automatically download onto Echo Desktop. The download or transfer status of the notes will show up in the top center of Echo Desktop. On the left-hand side of the window, you will see a library of your notes, labeled by which notebook you are writing in. I am using the A5 Starter Notebook. Click on the notebook you wish to see the notes in. Then, once you click on the notebook you wish to view, you can see the pages in the notebook that you have downloaded. Double-click on a page in the notebook to view it. You can then click in the page to have the corresponding audio read back to you. I will show you. Do. Biology PowerPoint. Chapter 3. You will now notice that on the left-hand sidebar, you will be under the tab called Pencast. Using the bottom menu, you can also play your notes back with the audio by clicking on the play button. Do. So first on my to-do list is to write my English 105 paper. So this paper is about 10 pages in length. You can also jump to the different parts of the audio by clicking on the jump arrows next to the play button. This chapter is about the classical sociologist. Third on my to-do list, chapter 4. As you can see, you can jump back and forth in the audio. You can also adjust the audio playback speed by going to the bottom right-hand corner and adjusting the toggle to have the notes read back to you on a scale of slow to fast. You can then press the play button to hear the speed change. You are also able to zoom in and out of your notes by going to the top right-hand corner and adjusting the toggle to zoom in and out on your notes. Once your notes are downloaded from your Smartpen into Echo Desktop, they are automatically saved with the audio in Echo Desktop for you to utilize. Additionally, you can also print loose-leaf Livescribe paper. You can do this by going to the topmost menu of Echo Desktop. Click on Tools, and then scroll down to Printable Notepads, and choose from any of the 4 notepads. A PDF file will then open of the printable Livescribe paper. You can then print this paper to use with your Smartpen. this video, I will show you how to use the Livescribe Echo Smartpen. This is the Livescribe Echo Smartpen, 8GB Pro Edition. In the box, there is the Livescribe Starter Notebook, as well as the Livescribe Echo Smartpen. I will go over the Smartpen's features in a minute. Also in the box, there is a USB cable that you will use to download your notes onto your computer, as well as use to charge your Smartpen. In the box, there is also a pair of headphones and an extra cap for the Smartpen. To turn on the Smartpen, press the power button at the top of the pen. The Smartpen will then start and display both the time and the amount of battery remaining. To use the Smartpen, you need to have a Livescribe notebook or loose leaf pages of Livescribe paper. I am using a Livescribe starter notebook that came with the Smartpen. Please note that you can purchase additional Livescribe notebooks and paper at store.livescribe.com. You can also print loose leaf pages of Livescribe paper using Echo Desktop. I will go over Echo Desktop later in the